Hello boys and girls, welcome to my channel. I'm Nvida GT, and for today what we have here is Dishonored 2. Dishonored 2 was developed by Arcane Studios. These guys had developed the Dark Messiah of Myth and Magic and the Dishonored 1. Great developers, okay, but for today in Dishonored 2 they decided to use the Void engine, which is a very demanding engine. So currently we are here to test my laptop, which contains an Nvidia GT 740M, which is very similar to the GT 825M or the famous GT 912M. 12 or 20? Okay, that's the problem with the English. I think it's 20. GT 920M. Okay, sorry. So as for the settings, I'm using 720p. I have all the settings on the minimum possible with the exception of textures, because we have the VRAM for that and doesn't really penalty the performance, and there is a little exception here, which is the fog quality. If I set this to low, there is a strange artifacts that appears to me, and so because of that I decided to left it on high. But that might just be to me, or might be just a problem with me, I don't really know, but it might give you an extra FPS if you set to low. So this is other stuff that I want to show you. This is the adaptive resolution scaling. So I already told you about the resolution scaling in many other videos. This basically changes the internal resolution of the game, and what we are going to use in here, this game features a dynamic resolution scaling, which is much more advanced. So I had specified in here, if the game gets less than 29 FPS, which unfortunately will be most of the time, if this game gets lower than 29 FPS, the game will apply a 50% of resolution scaling. But if this works the same way as the consoles, it's only going to be on horizontal pixels, which means that if you are playing with 1280 by 720, when the resolution scaling is applied, it pretty much will be something like 640 per 720. Yeah, it's a weird resolution, but you can notice that there is a lot of pixel crawling going on, and that the resolution is very low, and yet we have problems with the performance on this game. And well, let's say that the minimum requirements of this game are very high. The game is very bad optimized, you already know that. This engine is based on ID Tech. I hate that engine. I remember all the memories comes from Evil Within, Wolfenstein. They are all games that didn't run too well to me, to be honest. But fortunately Doom is another story, so I hope that ID Tech might learn, I mean the teams might learn a little bit from the ID Tech version of Doom and might start to optimize newer games based on that engine, because this Void engine is it's not really great. I mean, the graphics are fine, I have nothing to go against the graphics, but it's really very demanding. And even there is a lot of people complaining about, oh, it's a bad PC port. It's true, it's a bad PC port, but consoles have serious troubles with this game too. PS4 and Xbox One, there is places where it reaches 19 frames per second. 19 frames per second on a console. This is really unacceptable in my opinion. So this is the problem with Dishonored 2. It's mostly the performance. The game is great, but the performance is what kills the reputation of this game. But for now, what I can say is that the game runs, but not too much satisfactory. As you can see, it's around, many times goes below the 20 FPS. Not all the people can like to play this game. Not all the people likes too much of playing like this way, and especially with a very low resolution in place and pretty much all the settings on minimum. It's pretty complicated, as you can see. Anyway, for some reason, if you want to buy the game, I left a link of Steam on the description of the video, okay? And there is also a link to Kinguin, which if you buy through that link on Kinguin, you will be supporting me a little bit more, okay? But that's really up to you. If you decide to buy or where to buy, that's really up to you. What I'm going to do on this video is play a little bit this first introduction mission. I'm going to play a little bit on Dunwall Streets, which will be a little bit more demanding too, and I will play on Oh my god, I forgot the name. Arcana, Cartana. Oh, that's bad. Let's check on my Excel file. Karnaca. Okay, sorry guys. Karnaca. That's the first time this happens to me. So, and I will be testing a little bit on Karnaca, which is very demanding. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed the rest of the video. If you want to check the results of the frame rate without recording, it's on the description or on the end of the video. Okay, thank you a lot for watching until now, and I do hope to see you soon. Goodbye.
Traitors. Anton Sokolov made this lock. I spent so many nights in here after the rat plague. This could be handy. I have a feeling I'll need these. The reserves won't help against Delilah, even if I had a way to carry it all out of here. Until I understand this, I have to go into hiding. I should make my way to the docks. I've got to get out of Dunwall. Somehow Delilah turned my father to stone. I will find a way to undo it. You're not fit for the watch uniform. I need to find a ship.
Listen up, I have bad news. Ramsey's dead. Corporal Moore checked the royal quarters and Emily Caldwin has apparently fled the scene. We've got to find her. That's it, you've got your orders. Spread out and find the fugitive. We're in this with the Duke of Circano, sink or swim. There's no way to turn back now. The former Empress, Emily Caldwin, has been accused of high crimes against the state. Anyone caught harboring her is equally guilty of treason.
Attention, Dunwall citizens.
Attention, Dunwall citizens. As of today, Delilah Caldwin is our new Empress. All hail Delilah, first of her name.
Further, the former Empress, Emily Caldwin, is now wanted for treason. Any of you found harboring Emily Caldwin will be fined and arrested. Nothing, man. Pretty sure I saw
The city is crawling with the Duke's men.
City watch.
I've got to get away. I should talk to the captain of that ship.
Not my concern, citizen. I'd advise you to return to your home.
That's Emily Caldwell! Who is...
She won't go far!
And you... know what to do! No!
I'll get to her.
What am I going to do? Something's going on at... Lady Emily, you won't get far with that face. Stamped on half the coins in the city.
There's a coup underway, and I'm being blamed for the Crown Killer murders. I don't care what my face looks like.
My name's Megan Foster. I work with an old ally of yours, Anton Sokolov. We learned something scary down in the south, and I came to warn you.
I know, Anton, but Corvo's gone. The Duke of Serkonos is here with a woman named Delilah. They massacred everyone in the throne room. Then she did something I can't explain. There was nothing to do but run.
Sometimes that's all you can do. This is my ship, the Dreadful Whale. We can head out as soon as you're ready.
I need to get to Karnaca where the Crown Killer murders started. Delilah must have been down there for a while, and I've got to figure out what's going on.
You're Corvo's daughter. I'll give you that. Should we go?
Soon, but not just yet.
I'd take you to Adamire by boat, but security's too tight. The Grand Guard have a watchtower there. Go inland and use the carriage station. Before his death, the old Duke of Serkonos spent decades building up Karnaca. After Duke Luca Abel took over, he started draining the wealth out of the city as fast as he could. Orgies and week-long feasts.
Having more fun here than we were in Dunwall, it seems.
Watch yourself on the way to Adamire. The Duke's given the Grand Guard run of the city. Strangers get attacked on sight.
I'll keep my head down.
This is a good spot. Reach Adamire, take out the Crown Killer, and find out where Sokolov was taken. The alchemist, Hypatia. She'll help if she can. Sokolov likes her.
I'll see you later at Adamire. Just wait to bring up the boat until after I've disabled the watchtower.
Welcome to Karnaca, stranger. You know the skipper?
Why does she want that apartment?
The Dreadful Whale. No, it's not on the register. Maybe... Be one of the recent importers from Mordor.
Let's give it a day or two. If she's still there, I can... I can ask a friend who's with the Grand Guard to take a squad on board and conduct a search. Give the crew time to load up whatever contract. So things aren't bad enough.
Careful with that sword. The Grand Guard won't like it.
Without wondering if I'd wake up.
Fellow Serkonans, in the Duke's absence, I have the following announcement. New restrictions are now in place due to the political assassinations conducted in the name of the former Empress, Emily Baldwin, and carried out by the former
Hey,
Royal Protector,
come here.
the Grand Serkonan.
An underground market. Illegal trade means weapons and ammunition.
Like I'm talking to a stone wall for all they listen. Are we gonna let a few blood flies stop us?
I'm in. Just remember to move slowly, and don't get too close to the nests.
We don't even know if the people inside had any money. We just know they're dead, and the place is infested with blood flies.
Carl, going through there puts us on the other side of the wall of light.
Everyone is looking for me. It might pay to be discreet.
I told you what would happen if you reported me. I warned you. Please, you gave me no choice. Please. It's too late for that, Rapallo. Guess what happens next? This is how we get rid of snitches. Remember, if anyone asks, he just ran through it. Yeah, we couldn't stop him. Damn it, I need to pee. Come back here! You sure I saw someone? No! Aha! You aren't going anywhere! This is worth its weight in silver. I've been fighting scum like you. Come on, let's finish this.
Move along. We're conducting a search for heretical artifacts.
What? Here?
No.
What's going on here?
Dig deep, brother. Remember that anyone... Ah!
Somebody's seen something. Now we're all on edge. My heart can't take much more of this.
Father with witchery and black heresy. The corruption is deep, without limits.
What's happening now?
Brother, over here! Over here!
More Grand Guard soldiers.
I hit hard!
Hello boys and girls, welcome to the performance section of the video. So these results was gathered on Dunwall with the settings that you saw on the video, which is 720p, variable settings, textures on medium, full quality on high, and resolution scaling set to 50% if the frame rate is lower than 29. In fact, on my frame rate it was a little bit different. I specified that the resolution scaling needed to be 50% if the frame rate was lower than 60 FPS, which means that I was always using the resolution scaling to 50%, and this was the result that I got. An average of 29. The average looks good, but the minimum frames are not that good, and as you can see on Karnaca, at the very beginning you can see that the graph line goes below the 20 FPS. A little bit more forwards, near the end, the graph goes to 15 frames, and there is a lot of places where the frame rate is much more close to 20 FPS than 30. So this game, the frame rate on this game is very variable, because some scenes the game just plays nice, very close to 30 FPS. Not perfect, but it's very acceptable. But in other places the performance just goes at the very unacceptable levels, and it could be cutscenes or anything, but no, it's really in the middle of gameplay. Sometimes you really need to do some things like action movements or anything, and what happens is you are having 15 frames per second. So it's very hard to recommend this game to play. I believe that many people can play with this frame rate, with these graphics, but for me I should suggest you to buy the game maybe later when you have a better PC. Don't wait for patches, because I don't think that they will fix this eventually. And other things that you need to know is that with the medium textures, which is fine, if you put the textures on very low, you pretty much aren't going to earn any frame per second. But with the medium settings I got a VRAM usage of 2 GB. For the RAM usage, I feel recommended to have 8 GB if you want to play the game. CPU usage was between the 30s and the 90%, and our bottleneck was the GPU. So pretty much Dishonored 2 is a very complicated game to run on the laptop. I'm not going to say that it's unplayable, but it's very close to be unplayable, and depends a lot on your standards, let's say this way. Okay, so that's all that I want to talk about Dishonored 2. Hope you did enjoy the video, and I do hope to see you soon. Goodbye.